Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Hope everybody is well. Listen, this is gonna be a real quick one because I'm going on a long trip, but I want to get in a lot of my video content. Doing my trip is where I get a lot of my education from. Doing my trip is where I learn a lot of things from, right? Where I'm consuming a lot of data, right? So. A couple of days ago, a few days ago actually, I posted a video, obviously talking about retirement and things like that. And a gentleman responded to the video, and in the video, the gentleman was saying that why do I support an IUL so much, and the IUL is the worst investment, right? That's what the gentleman said. So I had to break it down to him because he was suggesting buying a term policy for 20 and 30 years, right? And then investing in a Roth IRA, right? So, this is why I believe we are where we are right now in America. This is why I believe that the reason why a lot of people in America, retirement is where it's at right now, is because a lot of people have gotten bad information. Okay? This gentleman said that the IUL is the worst investment because he's looking at it as life insurance. Right? So I had to break it down to him. The average 401k balance right now is $187,000. Most of the reason behind that is a lot of people have taken hits in the stock market. Okay? A lot of people have taken hits in the stock market. The IUL allow you to avoid any stock market effect. So which allow you to actually keep most of your money. Okay? Also too, with the Roth IRA, you're capped at, I believe, $7,500 unless you're 55 years and over, and they allow you to play what's called catch up, and they allow you to do $8,500. Well, here's the problem with that. If you're capped at $7,500, and let's say the average person is making $65,000 a year, well, that's roughly about 10.5% of your income that you're able to save. So at $7,500 a year, we all know nobody can retire with that. Right now in America, they say you need about $1.5 million to $2 million to have a comfortable, is the key word, comfortable retirement. You need $1.5 million to $2 million. You saving $7,500 a year is not going to cut it. So it limits you as to how much you can save. So if you're making $65,000 a year and you want to save 2 times your income, you want to save 20%, of your income, you can't do it in an IRA, but you can in a life insurance policy though. Okay? Also, with your IRA, even though it is a tax-free account, when you pass away, it can be subjected to your estate, which can trigger an estate tax, which now means your family will be left with less money, if there's anything left when you pass away, because your IRA, I'm assuming, is for you and your retirement. So if the thought process is get a 20 or 30 year term policy, and then supposedly you should have saved enough money, right, to have during retirement. Then you don't need the life insurance anymore. You know, the Dave Ramsey rule, right? Well, here's the facts. Most people are gonna die still owing debt. Most people are gonna die still owing a mortgage balance. So let's play a game. You retire at 65 years old. You still have a mortgage. You have, let's say, 500 grand. I'll just be nice. Let's say 600K to your name during retirement. And you're pulling it for income. And you pass away at 80. And there's a balance left inside the IRA of, let's say, 50,000. And let's say you still owe the bank, I don't know, let's say 35,000. Right? Now, when you pass away, you have no life insurance, remember. Your spouse now has to bury you, which might be 25,000. That leaves your wife, your spouse with $10,000. Your spouse might end up being homeless. But if you had an IUL that had a life insurance component to it, along with your savings, now when you pass, your wife get a full death benefit proceed that will allow her to pay off the house. And I say her because it's a high likelihood, in most cases, a woman is going to live longer than the man. So now you're leaving your family with resources to pay off the house and to take care of funeral arrangement and extra pocket money. That's what the IUL does. The Dave Ramsey rule doesn't work. It doesn't. It only makes sense if you are a high earner and a very disciplined high earner, because most high earners are not disciplined. Okay? But at least most high earners can invest way more than the average person. So listen, I want to leave you guys with that. Just something to think about. Okay? If you have any questions or you want me to go into further detail, comment in the chat. If this is your first time seeing me or hearing me, please subscribe to my channel. I come with 16 years of wealth of knowledge and information with over 3,000 plus clients. I've provided over $350 million worth of death benefit to clients. I know this stuff like the back of my hand. And if you want a personal one-on-one, text me at 443-208-5480, or you can go to my site, which is TitanEvolutionGroup.com. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. I look forward to talking to you soon.